Yes, growth and development. Yes. So good morning, all of you dear students. Today we are going to learn the growth and development. See here in the picture, the growth start from the after the birth of the person. The growth will be start, but development will start in the womb of the mother. Yes. So first of all, try to understand the meaning of growth. Growth is a quantitative or physical changes in a person. So growth को हम क्या बोलते हैं बोले तो ग्रोथ इज नथिंग बट इट इज ए क्वांटिटेटिव चेंजेस. क्वांटिटेटिव का मतलब क्या है? दैट कैन बी मेजरेबल. क्वांटिटेटिव मीन्स व्हाट? दैट कैन बी मेजरेबल. और फिजिकल चेंज मीन्स व्हाट? और फिजिकल पर्सनालिटी वी कैन सी in a person's like height, weight, size, color and shape. So these are the what physical changes that we can be observable and that we can observe and measure. So these are termed as the what quantitative or physical changes of a person like height, weight, size, color and shapes etc. are called the what growth. It comes under the all the these qualities comes under the what growth. So any doubt in this? Any doubts? Yes. Growth of a child, growth of a child or a person start after the birth. Remember, it is very important when the growth will be begin or when the growth will start. The question may arise after the birth of the child. After the birth, the growth will be what starts. Growth can be observable and measurable. This quantity growth is what? It can be observable by your eyes and measurable aspect. It is observable means what? For example, if we have a small kids in our house, see you can observe the what growth of the child in the stage wise, and you can measure that growth also. For example, the height of the child increases. The baby is what growing little slow by the baby is going to, is what growing. That can be observable and measurable. Growth will not continue throughout the life. It is also one of the what characteristics. Growth will not continue. Remember here, growth will not continue throughout the life. It ends with the attainment of maturity. Or adolescence we can say. So growth will not a continuous process. It ends with the attainment of what maturity we can say. It is a one of the aspect of development. It is also very important. So growth is the what aspect of the what development. Growth is what aspect of what development we can say. So it is a physical and growth is what physical and external in nature. Means what physical and external that can be seen through the what eyes. So it is called as what external in what nature. Growth cannot be modifiable. We can't modify the what growth. Yes, we can't control the growth of a child. Like we can't control the if the height of the child is increasing, we can't control this. We can't predict the height of the child. So it is called as what growth cannot be modifiable. Next comes the what development. Development refers to the changes in both quantitative and qualitative aspects. Remember here, development and development refers to the what changes in both quantitative and qualitative aspects. It refers to both quantitative and qualitative aspects. It means what? Qualitative means what? Cognitive abilities we can say that cannot be seen. Yes, like thinking, reasoning, these all qualitatives. Development starts, see here, development start from womb. वोम कहते हैं माँ के पेट में जब बच्चा था जब से क्या है डेवलपमेंट स्टार्ट हो जाती है. एंड देर इज नो एंड फॉर द डेवलपमेंट till the death the development will be what takes place. It is a continuous process. It is a continuous process throughout the what life we can say it is a continuous process. Development is observable. We can observe the development because the results of the development are quite complex and difficult to measure. But we can't measure the what development, but it can be what observable. Whatever the result will results of developments are what quite complex. It is are what difficult. Complex means what complex and difficult to measure the what development, but it can be observable. It is wider and comprehensive term. The development is what wider term where growth is what narrower term. Remember this one. And comprehensive term related to all types of changes, both physical and physiological. All types of changes, both physical and physiological means what organs of the body we can say. And Growth is a part of what? Development. Remember, this is very important. This has been asked in the what TET examination. Already this has been asked. Growth is a part of development. Growth is a part of what? Development. It is internal. It is means what here? Development is internal and can be physical. It is internal, can be physical, comma social, emotional, cognitive, moral, and intellectual development. Yes, remember these are the important words. Huh? The development can be physical, can be social, can be emotional, can be cognitive, can be moral, and intellectual. Physical development means what? The change in size, color, and these all comes under the physical. Social means what? The child will interact with the people in a society. So as he go on developing, the social relationship of the child is also increasing, and emotions of the child is also what? Becoming good as he was developing. Cognitive means what? The cognitive means what? It is related to the word mental thinking, reasoning, analyzing, judging, decision making. Cognitive means, and moral means what? Moral, giving the respect to the people. Moral development also takes place here, and intellectual development we can say. Development can be modifiable. We can modify or control the what? Development. Development can be modifiable. We can modify the what? Development. For example, if a child is dull in mathematics or any subject, he is not developing the what? Mathematics subject, means we can modify that development also by taking the what? Remedial classes for him. We can develop his abilities in the what? Mathematics. Development is a complex process. Remember, this one is what? Very complex process. This one is, so in some child the development will take fast, very fastly, rapidly, but in some students are it is not. It will not take place fastly. So development has a fixed pattern. So it is also very important. It has a what? Very fixed pattern. According to that pattern, the development will take place. Later you will know the what? What is the meaning of fixed pattern? Yes, in the what? Principles of development. Yes. Let's see the difference between the growth and development. So this one is what? One mistake here. Quantitative it is. Yes, quantitative. This one is what? Qualitative. Yes, one is what? Qualitative. So growth is what? Quantitative changes. Development is what? Qualitative changes. We can say growth is what? Quantitative changes, and development is what? Qualitative changes. Yes, objectively observed and measured. Growth can be objectively, by seeing we can measure the observed or measured here. It cannot be measured. Where the development cannot be what? Measured. It does not continue throughout the lifespan. See here, growth is not a continuous throughout the lifespan. It stops at the after the maturation, at the attainment of maturation, or at the what? Adolescence we can say. It is a continuous in all the areas of mental activity. Development is what? Continuous in all the areas of what? Mental activity we can say. It is, growth is a one aspect of development. It is a aspect of what? Development. It is a complex and many sided. Development is what? Very complex. It is many sided. Yes, it occurs in the different parts of the body. Growth occurs the what? In the different parts, but development is changes in the what? Organisms. It is not a directional. It is not directional. Growth is not directional means what? It will, the person will grow in any manner we can say. For example, height is not controllable of the child. It is not a directional, but it is progressive and sequential we can say. Development is not progressive. We can see the what? Progress of the student, and it is a sequential step by step development will what? Takes place. It is not uniform in all the parts. Growth is not the uniform. Uniform means it is not a same. Yes, in the all the parts, the rate of development is not uniform here. Development is not a uniform here. The individual differences exist in the what? Growth. Individual difference. For example, you might have seen the two boys in the class. One is what? One is tall and one is short. So the growth will affect on the what? Individual differences. Children differ in the level of development. Here, development is differ among the what? Students. So some students are fast, some are what? Slow, some are what? Weak in the studies. Yes. it is not affected by the what learning. Growth is not affected by the learning. Growth is what not affected by the learning, we can say. There is no effect of the what growth in the what learning. Learning and experience affects the what development. See here, it is very important. In the case of development, both learning and experience affects the what the development of the what child. Growth may or not lead to the what development. Growth may or may not lead to the what development. Development is integrative. See here, development is what integrative. Development in one aspects. See here, development in one aspect promotes the development in what other. In the case of growth, it is may or may not lead to the what development, but development is what integrative term. Development in one aspect promotes the what the development of what in another aspect, we can say. So these are the what difference between growth and development. If you have any doubt, just ask me now only. If you have any doubts, am I going fast or slow? Hello. Correct. Yes. After this session, this video and PDF will be uploaded in the what YouTube. You can get very easily. So try to write the what important points. So here are the what types of the developments are there. So these are the what very important development from this. These four types of the development. Again, you are getting the what questions from this. Yes. So first, what types of development or categories of development we can say: physical development, cognitive development, social development, emotional development. There are the what four types of the developments here. Here first, physical development. Remember, these are the what important. Please note down these points, or else you can note down after the uploading the video also. These are the what very important points. Physical development, changes in what size, changes in what size, changes in what height. Yes, changes in what size, changes in what height. Wait a minute, I want to highlight the terms. Changes in what size, height, weight, shape of the body parts. Of the body parts are nothing but the physical development, we can say. It includes the what motor skills. It includes the what motor skills. These are the what very important skills are: gross motor skills and fine motor skills. See here, gross motor escape, but say in from this topic you are getting the what CTET question also and TTET questions also. In the maximum time CTET question will be asked, and in the last examination also the question arises here. See here, gross motor skills. To do the work, we use large muscle, the body, large muscles, large muscle. Yes, remember this one, large muscles. We are using the what? Large muscles. So this is called as what? Gross motor skills. Like example, running, jumping. Yes, running, jumping, climbing, swimming, walking, cycling. These all under comes to what? Gross, large muscles. Remember this one. Large muscles. To do the work, we are using what? Large muscles of our body. Such type of motor skills are called as what? Gross motor skills. For example, here we are using what? The legs. For running, we are using the what? Leg. Jumping, leg. Climbing, leg. Swimming means what? Hands we are using here. Walking, again what? Legs. Cycling, again we are using the what? Legs. So large muscles we are using means what? Gross motor skills. And next under the what? Fine motor skills. Fine motor skills: writing, weaving, stitching the cloths. Yes. Next, drawing, we can say. We are drawing the what? Pictures. So for these type of activities, we use the what? Fingers. We are using the what? Fingers. So fingers are the examples of what? Small muscles. Small muscles. They are the very important points. Huh? Small muscles means what? Fine motor skills. In the fine motor skill, writing, weaving, stitching, drawing, whatever work we are doing with the what? Fingers, such activities comes under the what? Fine motor skills. Any doubt in this? Remember this one, it is very important. Any doubts? Next comes under the what? Cognitive development. So cognitive, it is related to the what? Cognitive abilities. Cognitive abilities like thinking, सोचना, रीजनिंग यानी कि रीजन ढूंढना, इंटेलेक्चुअल स्किल्स, नोविंग, decision making and problem solving. Here, so these are the what it is related to what our mental abilities we can say, that is what cognitive abilities. Cognitive abilities like thinking, reasoning, intellectual skills, knowing, decision making and problem solving. These and logical thinking we can say, logical reasoning also comes. Yes, and arithmetical calculation, these all are the what comes under the what? Cognitive abilities. So these are the two types of the brains here. Left brain, remember this one, तुमने लास्ट टाइम सीटीईटी क्वेश्चन में आया देखो 22 में, सीटीईटी में चेस हुआ ये क्वेश्चन, लेफ्ट ब्रेन और राइट ब्रेन के ऊपर एक क्वेश्चन आया आई थिंक. इस लेफ्ट ब्रेन इट इज यूज फॉर लॉजिकल रीजनिंग. Remember this one. Left brain is used for what? Logical reasoning and for the what? Language development. यानी कि बच्चे की भाषा बोल सकते हैं. भाषा कहते हैं. लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट कहाँ से होती है बोले तो लेफ्ट ब्रेन से होती है. इन द केस ऑफ राइट ब्रेन इट इज यूज फॉर क्रिएटिविटी, थिंकिंग एंड क्रिएटिव वर्क. देखो यहाँ पर राइट ब्रेन इज यूज फॉर व्हाट? क्रिएटिविटी, थिंकिंग एंड क्रिएटिव वर्क, फॉर द पर्पज ऑफ व्हाट? क्रिएटिव वर्क. एनी डाउट्स इन दिस? Clear? Fine motor skill, gross motor skill, left brain and right brain. Any doubts? Next, social development. Social development will take place in the what? Society. As the child grows up, child start growing, he is collaborate with the what? The peoples in the society. He will cooperate with the what? Others, we can say, and share the things with the friends and the peoples of the peoples living in the society, we can say. So child social develop means what? Child collaborate, cooperate with the what? Others and share the things with the friends and the peoples of the what? Society. He start the what? Sharing the things. For example, खिलौने वगैरह खेलते रहता है बच्चा, दूसरे अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ शेयर करना. बुक्स वगैरह पढ़ते स्टडी करते तो अपने बुक्स वगैरह नोट्स वगैरह क्या करते हैं? अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ में शेयर करते हैं. तो दूसरों के साथ एडजस्ट होना, कोऑपरेट करना, कोलैबोरेट होना, मिलजुल कर काम करना. तो दीज ऑल comes under the what? Social development. Child is the active member of the society. See here, in the social development, child will become what? Active member. Active member का क्या? He want to become a good child in the society. For that, he will actively participate whatever activity will comes or opportunity comes in the society. He will actively participate. So it is called as what? Child is what? Active member of the society. It comes under the what? Social development. In social development, child gain the knowledge and skills to interact with the others in the society successfully. देखो यहाँ पर इन social development के अंदर ये क्या है? बच्चे में स्किल्स और नॉलेज ऐसे आती सो दैट ही कैन इंटरेक्ट विथ व्हाट? अदर्स इन द सोसाइटी. तो दूसरों के साथ में कैसे बात करना है इज्जत से, बड़ों के साथ में, छोटों के साथ में कैसा इंटरेक्ट करना है, कैसा दूसरों की रिस्पेक्ट करना है, ये सब कहाँ से सीखता है? इन्हें सोशल डेवलपमेंट में ही सीखता. यस. इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट. इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट देखो बच्चों में इमोशंस क्या हैं? बहुत कम रहते हैं. तो स्टार्टिंग में इमोशन यानी कि बच्चा जब भी रोता है क्या है, एक थोड़े लिमिटेड टाइम तक क्या है बच्चे के इमोशंस रहते हैं, फिर वो चीज़ को भूल जाता है. चाइल्ड स्टार्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग वंस ओन्स फीलिंग emotions. Child learn how to control and express the feelings and emotions. Child start understanding one's own feelings and emotion. यहाँ पर बच्चा क्या करता है? जैसा जैसा बढ़ते रहता उसकी इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट भी क्या होती रहती? टेक्स प्लेस होती है, यानी कि इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट भी होती है. तो उन्हीं क्या करता? अपने इमोशंस को, अपने गुस्से को, एंगर को कंट्रोल करना, फीलिंग्स को कंट्रोल करना एंड हाउ टू एक्सप्रेस दीज फीलिंग्स एंड इमोशन ऑल्सो ही विल लर्न इन दी व्हाट? इमोशनल डेवलपमेंट. तो यहाँ पर क्वेश्चन कैसे कैसे अराइज हो सकते हैं, जो जो मेन मेन पॉइंट्स हैं लिख लो. तो आज का जो था हमारा खाली डेवलपमेंट के बारे में पढ़ रहे थे मैं. तो क्वेश्चंस कौन कौन से अराइज हो सकते हैं? व्हाट आर द वेज ऑफ पॉसिबल क्वेश्चंस विल अपीयर फ्रॉम दिस टॉपिक? क्या क्या याद रखना है हमने को? पॉइंट्स टू बी रिमेंबर वी कैन से. तो यहाँ पर पॉइंट्स क्या क्या याद रखना बोले तो हमें, तो फर्स्ट क्या है यहाँ पर, क्या पॉइंट याद रखना है हमने? ये याद रखो इसके अंदर. फर्स्ट डेवलपमेंट के तो क्या है? ये चीज़। और डेवलपमेंट के मेन मेन टर्मिनोलॉजीज जो हैं, जैसे कि इस वीडियो में मैं उसमें पीपीटी में था मेरा डेवलपमेंट या ग्रोथ के बारे में क्या क्या है। ग्रोथ इज क्वांटिटेटिव एंड फिजिकल। पहले ग्रोथ करके हेडिंग डालो, उसके अंदर क्वांटिटेटिव और फिजिकल चेंजेस लिख लो, लाइक कलर, हाइट, वेट एंड साइज। तो नहीं बाद में लिख रहे हो तो बाद में लिख लो आप सब लोग, राइट, नोट डाउन बाद में कर लो इफ इट इज़ पॉसिबल। क्यों बोले तो क्या है ना, जस्ट अभी ये वीडियो को अपलोड करके मैं मैथ स्टार्ट करना है मुझे उसके वास्ते। तो क्लियर है? यस। कुछ भी डाउट है तो यू कैन आस्क मी ऑफलाइन आल्सो। यस। यहाँ पर देखो लास्ट में, लाइक करो, शेयर करो, सब्सक्राइब करो हमारे चैनल को, यूट्यूब में मैं अपलोड कर रहा। तो निखत समझ में आया? लेट हो को ज्वाइन होते शायद निखत। निखत है कि नहीं क्लास में? निखत, आर यू देयर इन द क्लास? यस। एनी डाउट्स? क्या भी डाउट रहे तो पूछ सकते हैं। लेफ्ट ब्रेन, ये ब्रेन के अंदर पार्ट्स आते हैं हमारे, लेफ्ट एक आता, राइट एक आता। तो उसे क्या बोलते हैं, मैं लेफ्ट ब्रेन एंड राइट ब्रेन करके बोलते हैं। यहाँ पर क्या है, लेफ्ट ब्रेन और राइट ब्रेन का काम। लेफ्ट ब्रेन जो हम यूज़ करते हैं किस वास्ते यूज़ करते हैं, एज आई टोल्ड यू, लेफ्ट ब्रेन इज यूज फॉर व्हाट, लैंग्वेज डेवलपमेंट के वास्ते यूज़ करते हैं। और एक कौन सा काम के वास्ते यूज़ करते हैं, क्या कहता मैं? यस, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग। और राइट ब्रेन जो है हमारा क्रिएटिव वर्क यूज करने के लिए यूज करते हैं, फॉर क्रिएटिविटी। यस। ओके, अब मैथमेटिक्स स्टार्ट करेंगे। शैल वी स्टार्ट दी व्हाट मैथमेटिक्स?